Hey guys, MasakoX here, and welcome to another edition of Dragon Swag, the show where I show you some of my Dragon Ball collection. It could be something quite conventional, it could be something quite kooky, it could be something downright weird. I've had a lot of weird stuff on this show, but I'm very keen to share my collection with you. And if you're curious about showing off some of your collection on this show, feel free to send a picture to me at MasakoX with the hashtag DragonSwag. I'll leave some information somewhere on the screen. So this third episode is sort of a little mini special because last month I went to the Movie Comic Media Expo in London, and it's one of the biggest conventions in the country, probably all of Europe. I go there every year, and this year I went with my girlfriend and we went on the lookout for some really cool Dragon Ball stuff, and I was not disappointed. 5 of these items are things I picked up at MCM this year. So my girlfriend's really a good purveyor of art, and I like Dragon Ball stuff, so we were on the lookout for some really cool Dragon Ball prints to hang up on walls. And we actually came across an artist which really delivered, because we picked up 2 of these articles, and here's the first one right here. A little A2 print, I say little, of all the Super Saiyans, fusions, and Shenron himself along with the Dragon Balls. But yeah, no, this one in particular I thought would be a great centerpiece just for any kind of office space and studio. I mean, I recognize some of this because it looks like official art, but this has been really well reproduced. I mean, the drawing is completely fascinating. I love it. The detailing is just phenomenal. This will look good on a wall. And here is the other one. This is just of Goku. And this looks like Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, Super Saiyan 2. This one is a little bit more straightforward, with the black and white Shenron in the back, and I thought this would just look great for my bedroom. A little bit more discreet. Well, as discreet as you can get with just having a guy in a blue and orange pajamas with gold hair looking sternly at you. And a dragon. Can't be discreet with dragons. And of course, it wouldn't be Dragon Swag without some figures. And here is one. And this one I picked up at the Bandai booth at MCM, and they were celebrating Xenoverse 2. That was about to come out the week after at the time. This one was part of the Dragon Ball Super Special Spirit Bomb collection, and they're actually really well priced. In fact, I remember a story somebody told me that at that same place there was a bargain bucket type thing, a basket of all these figures, and for the first hour of the convention they were selling all these figures that usually would be about $20, $25, $30. They were selling for $5. $5. Yeah, that was a major storm. I'm glad I wasn't involved. Yeah, I like keeping my arms, thank you. Now, this next one was the pièce de résistance of my figure hunting at MCM. And this one is so big, I'm not going to handle this personally. I'm going to show some B-roll on the desk, but I can show you the box. The Super Master Stars piece from Dragon Ball Super, and this 12-inch Goku figure. Wow. I mean, you just look at the box, it already looks pretty badass, doesn't it? I recognize the figure somewhat. I think this is what you got in the collector's edition of Xenoverse 2. It looks pretty awesome, but I think they do it in 4 versions. Yeah, they do it in 4 versions, you see. So there's like this one, this one, this one, and this one. So they denote just the brush, the original, the tones, and 2 dimensions. So this is like kind of the shading. That one, the 2 dimensions one, looks so cool. But I picked up the original, so the first, or the second one. Yeah, I can count. And as you can see in the B-roll, this just looks so incredible on a desk. It's probably going to be one of my centerpieces. I have many centerpieces of my collection. I'm just desperate just to get some really cool lighting and maybe put it in a case. Oh, it looks so good. So do you remember from the last Dragon Swag video when I talked about the Incredible Innovations Dragon Ball etchings with LEDs? Well, they made a Team 4-star version. And it glows in the dark with a green tint to it. I mean, I think you can actually see it in the light. Now, this next piece of swag is something from a personal friend of mine, and I actually almost forgot I had it. I actually managed to unearth my copy of Dragon Ball New Age Volume 1, the first edition, from my friend Malik, or he goes online, Malik Torihane. This is like, what if you modify GT and then went from there? The artwork is stunning, and a lot of the plot points are plausible. This guy does his research. He's been doing this for over 10 years. Go and give him a look. I'll include a link to the DeviantArt page in the description. Now, a lot of you may be curious about the print behind me. This one. And it's not a print. It's an animation cell. During his training on King Kai's planet. Now, I believe this is when he's taunting Bubbles? Yeah, it is. He's basically the one hanging in the tree, and he's just like pulling silly faces. I saw this at the Japanese gallery at a place called Hyper Japan. I just had to have it. And the fact it came with the original sketch and the inking on it. So this is probably one of my treasured possessions in my collection. This one probably ran out to about £180, and that's one of the cheaper Goku animation cells. If you want something more expensive, like I was so tempted to buy a Gogeta Super Saiyan animation cell. That was running about 3 times as much as this, but I had to go like, no. Now this final piece, I thought I'd actually lost. And, yeah, it's this. This is a Dragon Ball Kai Special Edition vibrating, sound activated, Kamehameha and powering up simulator. Of course I'm going to demonstrate it. I'm not going to just wave this about in your face and then not show you. Now it really helps if you get this little nub in here, because that means you can get like that, because that comes out later. So let's give it a demonstration. You actually have to turn it on first. How about that, eh? Let's go through the basics about what it can do. Does that. There are 2 buttons on here. How about that? That's just one of them. That's the spirit bomb. So do you remember this? Now this is where it comes into play. This little nubbin goes into here, and you have to really do it carefully. So I'm just going to show you. Now, from what I can recall, I actually got these at MagFest 2010. I picked these up because Dragon Ball Kai had just come out in Japan, and I really wanted to find something for my collection. I thought these were amazing. The fact you could just go like that and just get the sound activator from Masako that was just so cool. I also had a look on eBay just to see how much they were worth, because I think I paid about $20 for them at the time, and yeah, they're closer to 100 now. Anyway, if you find one of these, they're made by Bandai, and they are sound-quivering Dragon Ball Kai Kamehameha simulators. So yeah, that concludes another edition of Dragon Swag. Now as a reminder, if you'd like to share some of your collection, feel free to send a picture to me at MasakoX with the hashtag DragonSwag. Or if you want to send something into the show, you can send it to my PO Box, which is PO Box 203, BORDON GU35, 5DS, United Kingdom. Until the next one, be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, catch you later.